Yeah. presented, Greg, in this one. And all that experience on the court only adds to the intrigue.
Yeah, and it should make for a more polished game overall. More discipline, less mistakes, just high IQ basketball.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Russell Westbrook out there with Paul George. And it's Morris in at the 3, the small forward. There's the pass to Leonard. He kicks to Westbrook. Back to Leonard. Clock at 4. Here's Morris. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And finished off by KD.
Not fair of a coach to send out one defender against Kevin Durant, skilled at fighting through whatever challenges the D wants to throw at him.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
Now here's Durant. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. KD against Morris. Morris with the block.
And a rare block shot from Morris. Anticipates the move and just times it out perfectly.
Leonard the pass to George. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Durant, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here is Morris. And George kicks to Leonard. Out to Morris. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. George against Booker. Here's Zubac. And the shot is long. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. To the wing right side. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Left side, Leonard. Passes it to Zubac. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's George. And the call on the shot that sends him. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
2 shots.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's
the previous play is under
real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
George missing again. Phoenix leading by 4. To the middle, deflects the pass.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
To end the drought. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense. The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Now here's Paul. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Okogie, the pass to Ayton. And that one drops.
Such a tremendous physical profile that Ayton has. He's getting it done down low.
Westbrook kicks to Zubac. Outside for George. Leonard on the wing. Pass to Westbrook. And the rejection by Ayton.
Ayton flashing some good movement there and great timing.
Booker with it. George picks him up. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Out to Morris to stop the run. The shot will not fall. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Right side, Kevin Durant. And the rejection by Zubac. And here's George for three. That's his first basket of the game. 1 for 6 and looking for more.
Well, Paul George just felt out the defense there, and because they weren't close, he could just pull up.
Down low. Stolen by Westbrook. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
First personal foul. Second.
Free throw drops for Leonard. From deep three-point range. And so it's the Phoenix Suns heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Paul George is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Morris in at the 3 spot. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Leonard. Powell, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. And Eric Gordon subbed in for Paul George. And he knocks down the first one.
And for Westbrook, you talk about playing with a controlled intensity. And when he does that, he's unstoppable.
And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Suns. They've led by as many as 11 points. And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Clippers making a change here. Covington's checked in.
Clippers substitution. Robert Covington.
Paul outside. Pass to Booker. From deep. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Booker's got 8.
And this is the type of play where Devin Booker's going to gain a lot of confidence and might start getting aggressive.
Powell kicks to Covington. Durant with the steal. Booker with it. Now Covington defending.
Well, as a young, dynamic scorer, Devin Booker knows how to get his way against most defenders in the league.
For Phoenix, they've gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. Both free throws good from Booker.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Covington passes to Westbrook. He dishes it to Gordon. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And this is how you become a triple-double machine like Russell. You get the ball to the easy open shot.
Warren kicks to Paul. Outside, KD. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
Paul dishes to Ayton. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Booker with no one around. Phoenix no good that time either. Clippers trail by 8.
An efficient score. Norman Powell can fill it up when given the opportunity.
He does score from anywhere on the floor, but it's defensive versatility that I think really helps him because he can match up with smaller guards. He can get underneath bigger wings, and that defense really allows him to stay on the floor to complement the other offensive players that are producing.
Westbrook finds Bobslay. Back to Westbrook. Stolen by Warren. Booker outside. Warren the pass to Ayton. Here's Booker. Knocks it loose. Covington with it. He's picked up by KD. To the inside. Stolen by Warren. Now here's KD, the fast break opportunity. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
But when you see KD run the court with the speed of a guard, hard to keep up with him once he gets out in the open floor.
Gordon kicks to Westbrook.
2 minutes.
Ball against Gordon. In the corner, Powell with it. The pass to Plumlee. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
It felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And using all of his 7'5" wingspan, Durant turns backwards.
It's tipped. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Chris Paul picks up that one.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Clippers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Yeah, can't sleep on Powell defensively. He will step up and start to pour it in.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Durant. Okogie comes in for T.J. Warren. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Paul. Powell with it. Now guarded by Payne. Here's Zubac. It's hauled in by the Suns. They've led by as many as 11 points. Payne passes to Booker. Ayton against Leonard. And that one's good, Ayton. Ayton's got 6 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Island passes to Powell. Leonard with no one around. Knocks down the 3 ball.
When you give him a nice pass, there's a good chance Kawhi Leonard's going to bury a shot like that.
Payne in the post. Passes to Ayton. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. And stolen by Booker. And up the court come the Suns on the break. And he could not get that one to go. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
The previous play is under review.
so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. You're double checking, and the game continues on.
Well, you like the role that Cam has accepted as a guy who comes in and gives immediate energy and impact to the offense. He does a little bit of everything, but he certainly is a spark plug.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kicks it out to Leonard. Here's Highland. Payne covering. Nobody near George. And another three for the Clippers.
We've seen George hit some threes from way downtown before, and he's at it again.
Booker in the post with 2 seconds left, and it's sent back by George. And that'll...
Your Suns, 25. The Clippers, 20. Fans, let's hear it for the Jabberwocky.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the three. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Outside for Durant. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Biyombo is checked in for the Suns.
Now into the lineup for your Suns, Bismack Biyombo.
Clippers trail by 3. Here's Highland. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Outside for George. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Here's Paul. And it's rebounded by Covington. And it's the Clippers' ball. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
First team foul.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Inside, Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
You look at the career of Paul George, and it's those passing numbers that have greatly improved, and he's an effective playmaker.
Paul passes to Biyombo. Back to Paul. Kicks to KD. Pass to Booker. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Lock at 6. The feed to Biyombo. And the rejection by Zubac. Now here's Covington. Defense right on him. Leonard the pass to Highland. For the lead, outside for George. It's Covington on the wing. And here's Leonard from 3. It's Biyombo with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
On the wing, Booker. Back to Biyombo. Got a piece of it. Leonard with the steal. And now the fast break. George with the ball. He kicks it to Covington. Pass to Highland. 6 on the shot clock. And they take the lead. Highland's got the lead up to 1 now for Los Angeles.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
They need this one. And Durant puts it in. And that's now 10 points for KD.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Well, Frank, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
Hacked on the shot, and he'll head to the line.
And KD just doing a great job of initiating some contact, drawing a guy closer, and he'll get free throws from him.
Terrence Ross is checked in for Paul. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Highland passes to Covington. Kicks it out to Leonard. Takes a 3. they get it back. George from deep three-point land. It's Biombo with the rebound. The Suns trailing. Ross on the wing to the inside. Outside for Durant. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's Covington on the wing. And airballs the triple. That one was way off. Here's Durant. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. KD's got 13.
Yeah, little you can do now to slow him down. Durant's such a phenomenal offensive talent.
Highland passes to Covington. Drills the three-pointer. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Out left to the wing. Outside for KD. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. 16 points for him.
Well, there's a nice answer from an operator in Kevin Durant. You hit a 3, you know he's coming back at you.
Leonard finds Covington. This one for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Covington's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the thirds for Los Angeles. Here's Ross. And Ross with the slam.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Los Angeles calls timeout.
That's right, Suns fans. Time to make some noise for you, Suns dancers.
Both teams deciding to change it up. For Los Angeles, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Westbrook kicks to Plumlee. It's Powell on the wing. Lee outside. No good with the layup.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul.
And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. We've got Russell Westbrook. Batum is out there with Powell. Then there's Plumlee, and it's Gordon in at the 2-guard spot.
Batum just brings a lot of experience and helps this team remain confident that he's going to make the right play and make the subtle contributions to put you in a place to win.
Out to Lee, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix. Chris Paul comes in for Terrence Ross. Outside, Batum. Back to Westbrook. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Kicks it out to Gordon. Lets the 3 fly, and it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got his 4th rebound in this one. And there's the drive. Score the basket. His 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
So, question here. How do you stop a near 7-foot guy who can handle the ball like a guard and shoot threes? I'll wait.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubats is checked in for Plumlee. Leonard comes in for Nicholas Batum. Robert Covington's checked in for Norman Powell. And George is subbed in for Gordon. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed. Guys.
Thanks, David.
And you look at KD just attacking with authority.
Covington in the corner. Back to George. Down low. Leonard kicks to Zubac. They double him with Booker. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. George passes to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Covington. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's KD. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
And here are the Suns now. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. KD against Covington. Dishes it to Leonard. Drills it from outside. And the Clippers lead by 1. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
Well, another thing that has really stood out is just their effort defensively. Active hands, jumping the passing lanes, racking up steals. That's been impressive. Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Ayton dishes to Booker. Back to Ayton. Outside for Durant. To the paint. Stolen by Zubac.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Outside Covington. Westbrook passes to Leonard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
It feels like you've seen Kawhi in these situations from the beginning of his career. No stranger to being at the line in close game.
And the Suns making a change here. Ross is checked in.
Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And that is a big loss for this team. And this game's still in the balance, and he's someone they always want in there at crunch time.
Cameron Payne's checked in for Phoenix. And the pass to George. And the 3 off target. Suns trail by 4. Here's Booker, and it's sent back by George.
Oh, George has such great defensive instincts, the length, and then the read that time.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
Paul George. 2 shots.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that puts them up by 5. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Ayton inside. Zubac defending. Leonard against Durant. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. George with the ball. He's guarded by Booker.
Instinct, timing, length. KD, great D.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Gets the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Both free throws good from Booker.
And that would have been a killer if he missed one of those, but he was rock solid. That trims the lead now to a 1-possession game.
Outside, George. It's Covington on the wing. Offline with his 3. So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time for your stars to shine.
KD with it. Leonard picks him up. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. Los Angeles making a switch here. Highland's checked in.
Bones Highland.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul of the game. And the bonus will go to the free throw line. So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
Yeah, just a golden opportunity that's lost right there. Now, we still got a game.
Booker, no good. Leonard against Durant. Outside Covington. The dish to George. Can't get it to fall. Timeout called the Suns. They're behind by 3. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Big
court tonight, Grant. Both teams with a lot of talent in those positions.
You know, B.A., it'll be an interesting matchup here with the talent and size of their front court. It should make this game extra challenging for these squads. They can't just count on being the dominant force down low. They'll have to get a little creative.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
Ball against Conley. Pass to Gobert. Ayton with the defensive effort.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Outside Durant. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Well, that's virtually impossible to defend. I mean, with Durant's length, those long arms, and the high arcing shot that he shoots, the best you can do as a defender is to challenge him and hope he misses.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Towns. The 3 is up. And he buries his first look.
Among big men, Towns is one of the very best spot-up shooters there is, and very consistent on the catch-and-shoot jumpers. Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Conley passes to Towns. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Towns has got 5 points.
You know, this is exactly why they give the ball to Towns down there. I mean, his combination of size, agility, and shot repertoire makes him hard to deal with.
Here's Okogie. Outside Durant. 5 to shoot. Durant with another miss.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Conley against Paul. Now Conley to the paint. Here's Gobert. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
Here's Ayton. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Conley. Phoenix grabs the miss. Here's Durant. And they pick up 2. He's got 6.
You know, the defense is all over Durant inside, but, you know, his length and agility and high release point allow him to still make it happen.
Now here's Conley. Towns for 3. Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Second chance shot. Oh, denied by Durant.
Well, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
The Suns leading. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Here's Booker. Drives to the hoop. And Booker with the jam.
You know, not every player can make that kind of a pass. I mean, Paul makes it look easy, but it takes really tremendous vision and timing to execute that.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. 1:14 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Noel. Goes back up. Here's Reed. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
Pass to Noel. Anderson with a screen on Paul. Here's Noel. Here's Anderson. Oh, a special move before that shot.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Paul with it. Stolen by Anderson. 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Noel, no good. The Suns have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Here's Paul. Pass to Aiden. Outside Durant. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, that's the kind of pressure Durant puts on the defense. I mean, you just can't sit back and let him do what he wants to. Body up on him, even if you may risk a foul.
And he sinks the second. 15 seconds left to play in the first. Here's McLaughlin. Shoots over Paul. Offensive rebound. He got it up. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. It's all tied in Phoenix.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team. Here they come.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
On the court for the Timberwolves, we've got Naz Reid. Torian Prince is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's McLaughlin in at the one.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Anderson. Knocked loose. The Timberwolves trail. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Reid. A slam dunk by Reid.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Here's Durant. Reid with the rebound. You know, Naz Reid initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, BA, that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Naz Reid an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reid did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Left side Durant. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Aiden.
Gotta be careful how you guard Aiden. He's so creative at finding ways to draw fouls.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
Conley passes to Edwards. No good on the triple.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Pass to Okogie. Outside Durant. Back to Okogie. On the wing, Durant. McDaniels covering. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Outside Conley. Oh, there's the alley. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Durant with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Durant's shot is off.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe. You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or two on your team to be successful.
The Suns trailing. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Payne, the pass to Ross. Conley comes with a double team. And stolen by Edwards. Conley on the attack. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
And Conley loves to get into the lane, using his quickness and athleticism to perfection right there.
Back to Payne. There's 1:26 left in the second. Pass to Ross. Inside, just 5 on the clock. The dunk with a foul on top of it. So strong.
Boy, Warren's so good at absorbing the contact and then just kind of muscling into a shot. That takes a lot of concentration and focus. Way back in the 2020 NBA bubble, seems like that was years ago, T.J. Warren was unstoppable. Averaged nearly 27 points and 6 boards in those 10 games he played in the bubble.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. 1 free throw coming up. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Well, following the bubble, Warren missed nearly 2 full seasons of play.
Yeah, really a shame, B.A., because he was on a trajectory as a scorer that had him approaching elite status, but he was kept out back-to-back seasons with consecutive stress fractures in his left foot. But through hard work, Warren has recovered, and I hope he can regain the form he showed in 2020.
Now here's Gobert. 5-point lead, biggest of the game. Edwards against Ross. Here's Towns. The offensive rebound. Here's Gobert, and he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied. And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Ross for 3. Connects from downtown.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Ross against Edwards. Pass to Alexander Walker. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we thank you, Allie. Good stuff.
21, the Timberwolves, 25.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Rudy Gobert really making a difference here.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Pass to McDaniels from downtown, and Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Booker goes in, and Booker with the jam.
Wow. Booker doing whatever it takes to get to the basket. Totally fearless.
Outside Conley. Now here's Towns. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. The drive by Paul. Pass to Durant. Oh, ripped away. It's Edwards on the wing. Booker defending. Shot is good by Edwards.
Well, the defense trying to throw Edwards off with some contact, but he smartly stays focused on his shot.
Here's Okogie. Right around 1.5 minutes played in the third quarter. Paul finds Durant. It's blocked by Gobert.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
Outside Conley. Right side Edwards. 6 to shoot. Gobert passes to Edwards. Now Towns. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's foul number 2 for him.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
And Booker with the jam.
An explosive offensive force. When Booker has a chance to slam it, he takes full advantage.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Mike Conley. For Minnesota, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Edwards against Booker. It's Edwards with a drive. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's McDaniels. He can't hit that time. The Suns go the other way with it. Here's Booker. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
A versatile scorer. At 6'5", Booker has enough size to make plays in the painted area.
Booker against Edwards. Pass to Towns. Gobert inside. 9 points in the game.
Towns doing a nice job with a smart play there, getting the ball to a ready shooter instead of trying to force it himself.
Okogie's shot is off. The Timberwolves have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Paul. Towns a screen on Paul. Alexander Walker. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 9 rebounds now. Durant inside, defended by Gobert. Here's Ayton. Pass to Okogie. Back to Ayton. On the wing, Durant. Just 4 to shoot. And another basket for Phoenix.
Methodical and productive from mid-range. Few players in the NBA shoot it like Kevin Durant.
Edwards against Ayton. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
He is absolutely putting on a scoring clinic, guys. If it wasn't for him, they would not be in this game.
There's the steal. Now here's Edwards. To the middle. Stolen by Booker. And the Suns pushing it up now. Pass to Okogie. Outside Booker. And here's Durant. Tries again. Over Towns. Durant, no good. The Timberwolves have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Paul passes to Booker. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
An active shooter. Booker is clever at finding ways to attract fouls on the way up.
Both good from the line that time.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Here's Prince. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there.
Excellent coverage from Durant. Able to guard multiple.
Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Suns. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be back in a moment. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Jalen Noel out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Taurean Prince. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Reed in at the 5 down low. And Minnesota has possession, following the score by Phoenix. Oh, denied by Durant. Stolen by Anderson. On the wing, Noel. Anderson with a screen on Paul. Back to Anderson. Paul with a steal. And the Suns pushing it up now. Okogie's shot is off. The Timberwolves trail. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Pass to Reed. Back to Alexander Walker.
Phoenix foul. Josh Okogie. First personal foul. First team foul.
Phoenix on D. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Anderson with a screen on Paul. 5 on the clock. And Durant with the block. They get it back. Second chance effort. Reed. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Well, the Suns shooting a nice 50% for the game. Here's Paul. Pass to Okogie for 3. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. And the Suns lead by 7.
Boy, because of his athleticism, when Josh Okogie is knocking down the three-point shot, he is really uber dangerous.
Now here's Edwards. Stolen by Ayton. And now the Suns fast break. Here's Durant. And that one goes. Feeding him with a lead pass. And it's a 9-point Phoenix lead. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Phoenix.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And, you know, they've been stupendous challenging shots and protecting the rim. Their block numbers really reinforce what we've seen from them in terms of rim protection.
Here's Edwards, following the score by Phoenix. Towns down low. Durant's there to end the run. The shot by Towns, no good. The Suns have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Pass to Okogie, back to Ayton. Over to the left wing. And there's Paul. That one's good on the assist from Ayton.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Now here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Pass to Okogie. Outside Booker. Shot from the top of the key. And that one's long.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
So it's Minnesota now. Outside Conley. This one for 3.
You know, Chris Paul is a first-rate on-the-ball defender. I mean, you rarely get a clean shot off on him.
Clock at 6.
Suns foul. Josh Okogie. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
He misses the free throw.
Carl Anthony Towns taking 2 shots.
And he ends up making the second. And that brings him within 10.
In their position, they really need to cash in on every chance at the line.
Here's Paul. The kick to Durant. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Well, you look at Durant, and it's obvious he feels like he's got so much more to prove. I mean, he's as driven a player as you'll find in this league. That's part of his greatness.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Gobert. McDaniels from long range. Another shot. And it's finished off by Gobert as he lays it in.
You have to love what Gobert is doing on the offensive end so far. Staying active and finding lots of ways to contribute.
Kept alive. Here's Okogie. McDaniels covering. Here's a 3 from Paul. And again, it's the Suns missing. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Outside Edwards. Here's Gobert. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Booker no good. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Ayton. The finish! And Ayton with the stuff.
Yeah, the forced turnover showing how Ayton's developing defensively. Ignites the break there.
So it's the Suns winning this one easily. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
And you know something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not gardening.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Conley out there with Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward.
First team foul.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Westbrook passes to George. The kick out to Westbrook. Back to George. It's stolen by Edwards.
And how about the read on that play right there? Great sense of exactly when that ball was coming from the outside.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
Just a solid contributor. Mike Conley has continued to age, and he looks far from done.
GA, he's terrific, especially at setting the pace and orchestrating an offense. Also solid at realizing how to get his teammates involved. A selfless distributor who looks to make his guys better.
Prince against George. And Edwards with the stop.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Here's Westbrook. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Michael Conley picks one up. And thinking back to that 2017 MVP season for Russell Westbrook, Steve, you know, he averaged a triple-double.
Kevin, what's incredible to me, Russ did it 3 straight years with OKC. Then again with the Wizards. Westbrook's numbers are out of this world.
Now here's Towns. Nice move. He takes it up and lays it in.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size to his advantage.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, a bit ago, Teron Lue and I were able to chat. He said a primary concern is to prevent those easy three-point looks from outside. He said closing out hard on the shooters is going to be the key. If they don't bother the shooters, he said, it's going to be a very long 4 quarters. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the 3-ball is a big concern for any defense. Now Edwards. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Conley finds Towns. No good with the triple.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
One of George's main strengths, able to stretch the floor with his outside shooting.
Conley scanning the floor. The kick out to Towns. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Clippers trail by 3. With the step back. Pass to Zubac. Batum with the ball. Batum sets a screen for George. Takes it off the glass. George has got 5 now.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
Conley kicks to Edwards. Excellent D there from George.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Westbrook passes to Zubac. George from deep three-point land, and another 3 for the Clippers.
When we talk about George's confidence, when you have that kind of range, you should be confident.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. He dishes it to Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
That's the pass you want, orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Conley against Westbrook. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Westbrook takes these challenges personally. He loves scoring on aggressive defense.
Conley against Westbrook. Towns wide open. Misses the 3. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Leonard the pass to George. That shot misses. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first. Conley with it. Westbrook picks him up. Conley the pass to Gobert. Westbrook with the steal. And here's the fast break. Throws up. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Outside Edwards. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the L. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. They've got Anderson. He's out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Alexander Walker in at the shooting guard position. Here's Alexander Walker. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
To succeed in this league, you can never be satisfied. It's a certain mentality, and Prince has that.
The three from George. The rebound by Anderson. Timberwolves trail by 6. Prince outside. Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Reed. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Up top, Leonard, guarded by Prince. Zubac, a screen on Prince. Leonard finds Zubac. The rebound by Anderson. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help. And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Plumlee, he's checked in for Zubac. Robert Covington comes in for Nicholas Batum. Norman Powell's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Gordon in for Paul George. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. And there's the feed to Plumlee. Towns against Covington. Back to Plumlee. It's stolen by Gobert. Prince in the corner. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Outside, Covington. Gordon kicks to Covington. Powell down low. Guarded by Prince. The shot by Powell, no good. Timberwolves trail by 3. Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. Towns is double. Has to go Bear. Shot clock at 6. And the call on the shot. Yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Rudy Gobert. At the line for 2.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original.
The previous play is under review.
Eagle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now here's Plumlee. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. It's Powell with the drive. Shot by Gordon, wide open. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Prince against Powell. Kicks it out to Gordon. Plumlee sets the pick for Gordon. Outside Westbrook. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Taurean Prince.
Assertive play from Russell Westbrook inside, earning himself a foul off the close defense.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. Daniels is checked in for Taurean Prince.
Make some noise. Time to get a free t-shirt. All right, everyone. Let's give a big hand for your Clippers Breakers. LA, let's hear it for your Clippers Breakers.
And that one falls for Westbrook.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
And the West, we know, is very difficult. But, Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They've become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
Covington kicks to Gordon. Beyond the arc. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And so many of Gordon's shots come from three-point range because he drains so many of them. When you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going to have the green light.
Now here's Towns. Nice move. And the layup is up and in. Towns has got 6 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Edwards looking it over. At the elbow, it's Gobert. Out to Edwards. Comes up empty down low. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we thanks, David. And we'll be back. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And small and power forwards, Leonard and Batum. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. And it's Highland in at the point guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the claw is. Dating all the way back to college, this is one of Kawhi's pet moves, the Sutton pull-up jumper.
The kick out to Towns. It's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Now here's Leonard. 5 points in the game. Into the lane. Here's Zubats. Kicks it out to Leonard. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here is Los Angeles now. They lead by 4. Upside Batum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. George.
And good defense from Towns. He's a big-time shot blocker, and that reputation can scare shooters.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Minnesota. And there's the pass to Gobert. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Now here's Conley. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by George.
I love the way George can move his feet and challenge the shot without fouling.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Batum screen on Edwards. Highland misses. Timberwolves trail by 4. Outside Conley. Dishes it to Towns. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
Towns with the steal. Outside Conley. Kicks it to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And the way Towns makes scoring look effortless, it's what makes him one of the game's best players.
Highland passes to Leonard. Here's Highland, defended by Towns. Batum dishes to Leonard. 6 to shoot. Here's George. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time. Costly.
Robert Covington's checked in for Nicholas Batum. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. 1:22 left in the third. Here's Alexander Walker, defended by George. Here's Reed. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
Kicks it out to Leonard, trying to end the drought. Hits it from three-point range. Leonard's got 8 points.
What poise from Leonard on the catch and shoot. He gets the ball and calmly sinks the shot.
Passes it to Reed. Puts up a 3. Minnesota gets it back at a new shot clock of 14 seconds. Here's Noel. And that one is good.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Leonard kicks to George. Rebound by Alexander Walker.
How much mustard on that hot dog do you really need? I know he's going for the big finish, but he didn't need to do all that.
They set the pick. Prince with it. George picks him up. Reed with it. Leonard's there for the lead, and it's sent back by Leonard.
This is the power of the claw in action. Kawhi Leonard using his natural gifts to gobble up that shot.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Timberwolves trail by 3. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Edwards is out there with Conley, and it's Prince in at the small forward position. Gordon against Edwards. Powell with it. From deep three-point range, Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Yeah, that's what we call playing with force, and Towns going up for the dunk, daring the defense to contest.
Pass to Powell. From deep. The long distance 3 is buried. Powell's got his first 3 points of the game.
I mean, he hit that shot from the next town over, Kev. What a shot.
Conley the pass to Towns. And they recover it. Here's Gobert. Back to Conley. To the middle. Powell with the steal. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. He kicks to Westbrook. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Lets it go with the 3. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. Edwards against Westbrook. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Edwards.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Now here's Gordon. Back to Batum to the left side wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Conley against Westbrook. Conley dishes to Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And how about the agility of Towns? Cutting with purpose there after setting the screen. Great display of his basketball IQ.
Now here's Westbrook. And Plumlee kicks to Batum. Stolen by Michael Conley. Outside Edwards. Prince in the corner. Edwards against Gordon. Gobert with a screen for Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
To tie it up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Best known for his defense, Gobert looking to deliver at the offensive end.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul. LA has got the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Here's Highland. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Big-time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
So much riding on that possession. Just a huge shot. What determination on that play.
Now here's Conley. Covington with the steal. And now Covington running the floor all by himself. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting a chance to come up big for his team.
Now, here's George. And George with the stuff.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. 1:04 left in the fourth.
Let's get loud for your Clippers.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. McDaniels checked in. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Everybody's trying to keep them focused.
Thank you, David. Here's Highland. Michael Conley making his last shot. Outside for George. Off target with his 3. Now McDaniels. Out to the right wing. Conley the pass to McDaniels. Covington against Towns. And Covington sends it back.
Robert Covington doing big man things tonight.
And George kicks to Covington.
Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Second team foul.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
Robert Covington at the line.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
For 3, Edwards. That one doesn't go. Excellent D there from George. From deep 3-point range, missed. And so Los Angeles takes the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but all right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge.
Out on a winning note. Tonight. Here we go. And it's the Suns to start out. All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Torrey Craig out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Now here's Durant. And he banks in the layup. Well, you got to expect a low-scoring game tonight, Grant. Two terrific defensive clubs fighting to lock each other down.
Both these teams are elite on the defensive end. These guys won't be making it easy out there. When there's lots of stops, lots of forced turnovers, it can be very difficult to find a scoring rhythm.
Now here's Ayton. From behind the arc. That's good from Durant on the assist by Ayton. Durant's got 5 points.
Defensively, you try so hard to not allow Durant looks from 3. But KD, look, he's just able to score.
Hey, Richard, how about Westbrook's basketball IQ?
By far one of the smartest players in the game. How else would he have broken the triple-double record? He sees everything. His sense of the floor is elite.
When I think of Westbrook, I think of one of the most intense players ever to play the game. A true competitor doing whatever it takes to will his team to a win. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
There is no on-off switch for Booker. He is always in attack mode.
Westbrook, the pass to George. Morris on the wing. Back to George. Pass to Westbrook. Shot clock at 5. And here's George. Shoots over Booker. And again, no good by the Clippers.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Here's Durant.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
What a job Monty Williams has done in his time with the Phoenix Suns. Hats off to the talent that he's been able to bring in and develop. And that's the way he's created a winning culture.
Zubac passes to Leonard. Back to Zubac. Stolen by Ayton. Craig against George. Here's Booker. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Boy, Richard, you really can't say enough about what Monty Williams has done with this Phoenix team.
Struggled in his first year, but we gave him a break for that. Immaculate seasons the last 2 years, becoming a Western Conference juggernaut.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Torrey Craig. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played.
A sloppy pass. Have to be more precise than that.
And it's rejected. They retain possession. Here's Durant. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Now here's Leonard. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. And he drops it in from the low post.
A wing not afraid to mix it up inside. PG-13 finishing down low.
And Durant with the big finish.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend. Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Outside Durant. Durant with the big finish.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Paul with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. Paul into the lane. Pass to Aiden. 36 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Shot clock at 6. Here's Durant. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
Westbrook against Paul. Westbrook with the miss.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And again, it's Kevin Durant. Durant's got 17 points.
So polished from the interior. Durant is terrific at utilizing his physical advantages down on the block.
Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Phoenix Suns. Oh, what?
And your Clippers Houston team.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Suns. And so, in the game for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Ayton in its center, locking down the middle. To the inside, and stolen by Covington. And it's the Clippers on the break for the finish. And the jam by Covington.
Oh, an athletic play by Covington. Running hard to stay ahead on the fast break.
Here's Durant. The kick out to Paul. Here's Ayton. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is up and in.
I love his tenacity. Extra possessions, second chance points. That's winning basketball.
It's Covington on the wing. That three's off the mark.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Good on the shot. Durant's got 19 points.
And that's tough right there. Love when Durant goes up with purpose and finishes over contact.
Gordon outside. Outside Covington. There's the triple. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Left side Durant. Plumlee pulls down the board. The Clippers have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Paul against Covington. And here's Gordon from the arc. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough three.
Durant with it, guarded by Covington. Over Covington. That doesn't go either for Durant.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
Pass to Plumlee. And here's Gordon from the arc. Not going to go that time. And Phoenix the other way now. Outside Booker. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star. And then last year, he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Out to Powell. Fires the three. They get it back. The Suns have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. And Booker, here we go, uses the glass on the layup. Booker's got 6.
People first think of Booker as an outside shooter, but he does a lot of his work in the lane.
Out to Covington. Here's Highland. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And now the Suns fast break. Here's Paul. Banked it in off the glass.
So clever and decisive in transition. Paul is fantastic at keeping defenders guessing and off balance.
Pass to Plumlee. Here's Highland. Oh, they can't stop the run with that one. Right side Durant. Nice move. And it's good on the lay-in. Durant's got 21 points in the game.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. For three, George nails it from beyond the arc. George has gotten his second bucket of the game.
A fantastic three-point shooter. All George needs is a little airspace, and he's golden.
Craig on the wing. Back to Paul, to the wing, right side. Ayton with it. Pulls it in from the elbow. That one's wide left. And for the Clippers, they're shooting at 32% from the floor. Not good. Leonard passes to Morris. No good from outside. Phoenix with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And they're able to recover. And he recovers it. And he gets it back. They get it again. Ayton. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Morris.
Yes, solid inside play by Ayton. Staying strong and taking the foul while still putting up a shot.
Morris outside. Kicks it to George. 3 seconds left. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
The physicality of George. His coaches and teammates encourage him to attack and draw contact.
George hits them both. George with a steal. And so it's Phoenix sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the
Clippers. 16. The Suns. 37.
About ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside, or did coach have some new ideas for them?
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
And they've won the battle on the board so far, and the scoreboard reflects that.
They set a physical tone early on, and they're being rewarded for their efforts. Operation Feed the Horse. Feed them early and often, and guess what? It's working. They have the lead.
Here's Leonard. He takes it in, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And RJ, you took a part in a lot of playoff basketball. Compare the intensity of the regular season versus the postseason.
It's so different preparing for a regular season game than a postseason game. You have more experience, you understand what the other team is going to do, so the prep is that much more higher, but you also have to execute at an entirely different level.
DeAndre Ayton, first personal foul.
The free throw drops for Leonard. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Westbrook, and it's good for 2. Westbrook's got 7.
Oh, unlimited energy. That's what Westbrook brings. No problems bouncing off contact.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Commissioner Silver's open to change. He said, quote, "We're not beholden to pure tradition. We care a lot about it, but all the factors I think about when we talk about changing the rules, I'm less concerned about that. We should live in the present, be respectful of those records, but also be willing to adjust when it makes sense." BA?
All right, thanks, Allie. And he gets that one. Morris has got his first points of the game.
And just good hustle. Always nice to get an easy bucket on the break.
And making sure they convert by finishing strong.
Outside Booker. Let's go with a three. Phoenix no good that time either. The Clippers have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. George passes to Leonard. Up top, George. 7 points in the game. Pass to Morris. Back to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. On the break. Craig passes to Ayton. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. And the Suns miss again. Ayton's gone just 1 of 5 from the floor. George against Durant. Out to Leonard. From the arc. Morris for 3. Hits the trifecta. 5 points in the game.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Booker, the pass to Durant.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the third. The 3 from Craig. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. The Suns have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Craig passes to Paul. The kick to Durant. The 3 from Craig. Gets the 3 to fall. Craig's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Give some love to KD there, making the unselfish play.
Westbrook, a pass to George. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Craig. First one falls for him. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Biyombo, he's checked in for the Suns. TJ Warren comes in for Durant. They get the rebound.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Here's Biyombo. Up top, Booker. Leonard defending. Outside for Booker. Shoots. The shot comes out. And Los Angeles the other way now. Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. And a change for the Suns. Ross is checked in. Out to Powell. Jacks up a 3. Fires in the triple. Powell's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
CP3 shoots the ball so well. Defenders have to play that tight.
Baisley, he's checked in for the Suns. Paul hits them both. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Highland, pass to Plumlee, and Biyombo with the block. And they'll keep possession. And the Suns pushing it up now. The kick out to Paul. Phoenix calls timeout.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
That'll count. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Phoenix Suns going in. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court right now for the Suns, we've got T.J. Warren. Terrence Ross is out there with Chris Paul. Then it's Bismack Biyombo, and it's Baisley in at the 4 spot. Well, Richard, 17 years for you as a player. If you were to give some advice to someone starting their playing career right now, what do you think that would be?
Oh, it would always be get your routine down. Get your pregame routine. Get your summer routine. You got to figure out what it is that makes your game work. Because it's hard as you get older. NBA careers don't last very long. But if you put your routine, you put your game first, everything else will fall in line.
Pass to Biyombo. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by George. And George with the jam.
Imposing his will out there. PG-13. Love to see him attack the rim like that.
Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Phoenix grabs the miss. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Here's Baisley. Off target with the 3. The Clippers have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Clippers making a change here. Highland's checked in. And the Suns will go for a different look here. Aiden, he's checked in for Biyombo. Craig comes in for Baisley. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Warren. And it's Booker in for Ross. Leonard passes to Zubac. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time.
Just good awareness from Leonard there. Feeding a wide open guy instead of forcing his own shot.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That'll be a second foul of the game. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. And it's blocked. They recover it. Booker fires from way outside. Hits the 3-pointer.
That's the kind of shot this offensive scheme is meant to produce.
Here's Highland. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
The thing I love about Chris Paul is that he is so focused on making his teammates better. Every team would love to have a floor general like that.
George passes to Covington. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Here's Paul. Good D by Covington.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
George, a deep 3. Durant pulls it in. And for the Suns, they're shooting at 49% so far in the game. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Paul. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Pass to Zubac. And stolen by Durant. Outside Craig.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Phoenix no good that time either. The Clippers running out of time. Here's Highland. Booker defending. There's 1:47 left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Highland. He shoots it. Gets some space and parries the jumper.
Oh, unselfish basketball from Covington. Now, his teammates appreciate his willingness to hit them when they're open.
And Booker with the jam.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Hayden's got space. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. Craig against George. And no good. Oh, great D that time from Craig. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
4th team foul.
And here are the Suns now. A 12-point game.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Suns.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Now, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Kevin Durant.
And I love his tenacity at the defensive end on the floor. Very disruptive all game long.
Durant against Covington. Here's Highland, 5 to shoot.
Defensively, Ayton's always had the size and length. Where he's really improved is with the angles he takes to the ball.
That one's good for 2. And the Suns lead by 16.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for your Clippers.
And Zubac drops them both. And here are the Suns now. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. And Durant with the big finish.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
So it's the Suns winning this one easily. To walk in. need to run offense through their bigs, Grant. Talk about the value of being able to do that.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it just speaks to how both teams can beat you in multiple ways of playing. I think it can lead to higher percentage looks with the bigs running the offense. You can strike a nice balance between inside and out, which coaches are preaching right now.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Torrey Craig out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Durant in at the 3. Now here's Conley. Down low. Gobert. Chalk up 2 there.
Incredible balance on that take. You gotta respect watching Gobert muscle his way through the defense.
Conley against Paul. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Towns. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Torrey Craig. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Conley. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You see the poise from the veteran Conley, showing no fear attacking the defense inside.
Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. It was their most wins in the season in franchise history, and it just didn't play out that way.
The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and their point guard and CP3. These guys have talent, been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. Make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
And it's slammed in by Durant.
How about those long strides, Durant quick in the open court and then right to the rim.
Conley passes to Towns. Conley finds Towns. Oh, it's Towns with the finish.
Now you have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
To the paint. Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. Lets the 3 fly. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Paul. To the left side wing. Phoenix calls timeout.
One more time for your Timberwolves.
First quarter of ball. Almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Durant. No good. A bit long that time.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Gobert. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Durant against Conley. Now here's Ayton. He's guarded closely. Here's Craig. Back to Ayton. Clock is at 3. He can't get it to go. And some solid defense from Towns. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. Gobert inside. Craig's there. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Basket counts.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Well, DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
The Suns have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Second chance shot, and he lays it in. Booker's got 6.
And Booker throwing himself into the mix that time to get a second chance opportunity.
Pass to Prince. It's Edwards on the wing. Takes it inside, throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton. Free throw good, Edwards. The Suns have gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Ayton passes to Durant. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Well, the great ones can do this. When Durant gains an advantage inside, you know he's going to score or he's going to get fouled. A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Edwards finds Gobert. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. 7 points in the game.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat. When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Left side Conley. Shoots over Paul. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Suns ahead. They're up. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, we've watched them force their way to the line, and it seems to be working so far.
Such a great way to silence hostile fans who want the up and down pace that gets them amped up. Instead, everyone's just standing around watching the free throw game.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Ayton in at the 5, down low. Craig passes to Durant. Pass to Paul. Just 5 to shoot. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
Chris Paul, a crafty finisher, gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, will find a way to get it done.
Here's Noel. He's guarded by Paul to the left wing. Back to Noel. Going inside. No luck on that one. And Phoenix the other way now. Grant, we always talk about great footwork for post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a 3 off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who could do it all have superior footwork. Believe that.
The Suns leading. Craig attacking. Count it. Craig's got 5 points.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
The Timberwolves have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Pass to Reed. Over Ayton. Reed can't hit.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
And that one's good by Durant.
Putting on a clinic tonight, Durant can use either hand to break you down off the dribble.
Anderson inside, guarded by Durant. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Reed can't hit.
Good job on the glass there, working hard to establish position and put himself in a great spot to come away with that rebound. Mid-range is where he makes his money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And Minnesota calls time here. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Anderson. Edwards, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Noel. And the Suns also making a change. Warren's checked in for Craig. And stolen by Booker. And that one's good. Paul, give him 8.
That's an instinctual scoring play from Devin Booker. What do you say about CP3 other than this guy is an all-timer? You think about guys down the stretch who you have run your offense. CP3 has to be mentioned at this.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Warren finds Durant. 1:33 left in the second period. Ayton. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. As for CP, seems irreplaceable with each team he's been on.
Well, he does so much for a team in terms of just keeping accountability from the coach's voice to his. Not only does he perform at the highest level on the floor, there's a lot of things that CP3 brings off the floor that really help teach guys what being a pro is all about.
And Gobert with the stuff.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
Here's Booker. Edwards pulls it in. The Timberwolves have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Over to the wing. Prince down low. Booker defending. Shot is good by Edwards.
I like how Taurean Prince moves the ball, consistent at getting it to his teammates within the offense.
Paul into the lane. Here's Booker. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Here's Prince. He's covered by Warren. Gobert with a screen on Booker. Here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
Durant with the bucket.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Towns can't get it to go. And so it's Phoenix with a 6.
25, the Suns, 31.
After a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. If you look at Rudy Gobert in this game, he's been everywhere.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Anthony Edwards out there with Mike Conley. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. And it's slammed in by Durant.
That's impressive. Kevin Durant just getting up and throwing it down.
Paul against Conley. Edwards with it. 5 points in the game. Fires the 3. To the right side. Towns for 3. Here's Gobert. And at last, they get one to fall. Gobert's got 15.
You have to love what Gobert is doing on the offensive end so far. Staying active and finding lots of ways to contribute.
Conley finds Towns. Nice D from Durant.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Outside Conley. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
Here's Booker. And the layup is good off the glass. Give him 8 points now.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
McDaniels is checked in for the Timberwolves. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Outside Conley. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Pass to Edwards. Clock at 6. Now Gobert. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got rebound number 8 now. Paul passes to Ayton. It's blocked by Gobert.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. To the wing on the left. Towns against Durant.
Well, he keeps adding strength and conditioning through the years. A big help to Kevin Durant there on the defensive end.
Conley against Warren. Out to the right wing. Ayton's got space. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Ayton's got 6 points.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Now Conley. Minnesota calls timeout.
And one thing I've learned through the years is no matter the situation, there are always adjustments you can make.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. Noel comes in for Mike Conley. Paul with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Paul can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, Booker asserting himself on the defensive end that time. He has good size and enough speed to annoy the opposing scorer. And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
And here's Edwards outside. A shot to stop the drought. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. It goes on Kevin Durant. And the free throw, no good. For Phoenix, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. The kick out to Paul. Three-pointer. That one no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. Outside Edwards. Pass to Reed. Towns with the ball. Durant covering. Outside Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second personal foul.
It goes on Chris Paul, and he drops the first.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards.
And both free throws good for Edwards. The Suns leading. Outside Paul. Durant against Towns. The kick out to Paul. And Booker, here we go. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Devin Booker knows he's going to get the defense's attention right there, so he relies on being a little bit nimble to get the shot off.
Both free throws good from Booker.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Pass to Towns. Stolen by Ayton. Warren, the pass to Durant. 2 on the clock. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. Free throw is good from Durant.
But Durant still has a drive to keep adding something to his game offensively, which should be scary to the rest of the league, but makes him so fun to watch.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. T.J. Warren out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Rudy Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. Conley comes in for Noel. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. It wasn't feel-good pep talk. He wants them to show some fight in the closing moments. He told them, if you guys want to salvage any respect from this game, now's the time to do it. Show them we are better than this. Guys, take it away.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Pass to Gobert. Clock at 2. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Gobert's got 19 points.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Edwards with it, and it's Paul picking him up. For 3, Conley. Here's Gobert. It's McDaniels on the wing. Off the mark there with a 3.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
The Timberwolves have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Pass to Towns. Outside Conley. And there's the drive. And stolen by Durant. Here's Ayton. Second chance effort. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Conley against Paul. Conley passes to Gobert. Back to Conley. Gobert with a screen on Paul. And that one's good from Conley.
Now this is just too easy for Conley. The D can't allow him to get this close to the basket.
Conley against Paul. Pass to Ayton. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
And he knows he can make this shot. I mean, clearly there's no indecision for him from there.
There's something to be said about knowing yourself. It allows him to shoot and shoot comfortably, even with taller defenders out there.
0 rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Paul against Conley. Pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
And in the big moments, Towns ups the ante, which allows him to knock down the important shots.
Paul against Conley. Tries again. And Ayton gets it to go. Ayton's got 4 points in the quarter.
How about a pivotal hoop from DeAndre Ayton?
Booker against Edwards. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth.
First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 1:34 left in the fourth. Foul called. Looked like the D didn't get there in time. And he'll shoot free throws.
First team foul.
Here's Paul. Soft touch off the glass. And now it's a 7-point Phoenix lead.
And this is what he does so well, putting the defender back on his heels and being relentless in flying to the basket.
Towns against Durant. Outside Edwards. Back to Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Durant with the block.
Instinct, timing, length. KD, great D.
Booker can't get it to go. Timeout called, the Timberwolves. They're trailing by 7. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Prince is checked in for McDaniels.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. The kick out to Edwards. Pass to Conley. From the arc. No good that time. And Phoenix the other way now. They've led by as much as 10. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Ooh, Gobert with a steal.
And they have to know that any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. The 3, Durant. Phoenix no good that time either. Outside Edwards. And the miss. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have two choices. You can either sleep.
Tip-off goes to Minnesota. Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Here's Towns. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. And as is the case most nights, we've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooter's league is what you see most of now.
Here's Conley. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Pass to Towns. Lets it go from deep. Paul George pulls down the board. Now Los Angeles with it. Takes the three. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Conley against Westbrook. Outside Conley. The kick out to Edwards. From outside the arc. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the three consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Now here's Covington. Leonard with a screen on Towns. For three, Covington. Doesn't go for him.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Here's Edwards. Driving inside. And Edwards slams it in.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
Out to Covington. There's the three. They grab their own miss. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line. A chance at a three-point play.
That'll drive your coach crazy. He's failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Conley. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Towns. And Towns slams it home.
Towns with the creativity and explosive.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brad?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
Boy, it's really good to see your big man imposing his will physically. Right there, Towns with a statement finish.
Out to Covington. Puts up a three. The rebound by the Timberwolves. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Conley passes to Towns. Fades. Can't get it to fall. Now 3 for 5 in this one. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. They're speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Gobert. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. 6 to shoot. Gobert with a screen on George. Here's Edwards. And he goes in for the dunk.
Boy, great take by Edwards, making the correct decision in the pick and roll there.
Pass to Zubac. George with it. Here's the three. Towns with a rebound. Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
George against Edwards. Here's Towns. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
In the paint, Towns is just a nightmare for defenders. His size is a huge advantage.
Pass to Zubac. And stolen by Gobert. Conley against Westbrook. Here's Prince, right wing. Now Towns. Give him 8. And he makes it on the layup. Towns has got 10 points in the game.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
The first quarter concludes, and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Timberwolves ahead. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Well, guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
You could really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Covington against Anderson. Out to Covington. Leonard on the wing. Pass to Westbrook. Clock at 6. And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And the Clippers with the ball. Trailing by 8. Leonard right side. George outside. Beyond the arc. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George. Leonard's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Alexander Walker. George defending. Down low. Tipped away. Here's Anderson. Ooh, nice D from George.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now.
And you know what? For me, these don't show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
And Minnesota calls time here. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Anderson. Edwards, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Noel. Towns down low, guarded by Morris. And it's powered home by Towns.
You know, we've become used to seeing Towns own the offensive end of the floor. Just lets the game come naturally to him.
Morris outside. Pass to Highland. 4-3. That one doesn't drop. So Minnesota will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11. Over to the wing. Towns down low. Working on Powell. And it's powered home by Towns.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
Here's Highland. Out to Gordon. Powell outside. Morris outside. Pass to Plumlee. Towns with the ball. Checked by Gordon. Gordon against Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Gordon. Outside Edwards. To the wing, right side. 5 to shoot. Towns against Gordon. Yes, it's good. And now it's a 9-point Minnesota lead. And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Grant, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, BA, it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused. You have to be disciplined. And most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going.
The kick out to Conley. Launches it. It's rebounded by Morris.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. 1:16 left in the second quarter. Here's Edwards. The kick out to Conley. And it's going to be a 3-second call. The Clippers trail. Here's Highland. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Back to Gordon. Morris on the wing. The three-pointer off the mark. Now a timeout called by Minnesota. Checked in for Towns. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Conley against Westbrook. Gobert with a screen on Westbrook. Now here's Conley, guarded closely. It's stolen by Leonard. Pass to George. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Minnesota in the lead. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Outside Edwards. Now here's Gobert. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. 11 seconds left in the first half of this one. Westbrook, the pass to George. 1 second left. It's blocked by Gobert. Oh, thanks, Allie.
23, the Clippers, 17.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Mike Conley out there with Anthony Edwards. Then there's Taurean Prince. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Up top, Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. That'll send Paul George to the free throw line. It's on Anthony Edwards, and the Timberwolves making a change here. Towns is checked in.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their 2nd winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Pass to Prince. Now here's Towns. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time.
Covington against Towns.
Boy, I tell you, the long reach of Covington really bothering shooters. I mean, he enjoys making life difficult for whoever he's assigned to.
Back to George. Inside. Kicks it out to Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Leonard. This for the tie. Sends it home from three-point land. Leonard's got 5 points in the quarter.
That may not be his first choice, but Kawhi's not going to pass it up if it's there for him. Good decision to take the quick jumper off the catch.
That one falls. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game, but I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Kicks it to George. Westbrook against Conley. Here's Covington. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
You know, Covington's ability to space the floor and his length at the defensive end is something every team is looking for. He is the prototypical 3-and-D player in my mind.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Conley with the ball. Pass to Towns. And there's a 3-second violation.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for Towns. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Noel in for Conley. Out to Gordon. Powell outside. Batum outside. Back to Powell. Gordon on the wing. Gets the 3-ball to go. Gordon's got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, Gordon sends that one straight down and in from beyond the arc. Love the career Eric Gordon has had. It's been outstanding, really. A 6th Man of the Year award winner and universally known as a great teammate.
Pass to Powell. Back to Gordon. Here's Highland. Powell outside. Pulls up on the wing. And again, it's the Clippers converting. And Clark, how about Eric Gordon? Maybe doesn't get the praise he deserves.
No, I agree with you there. I mean, guys sometimes are underrated or undervalued despite the consistency of outstanding performance. He's been in the league 14 years and has averaged double digits during that time. And when he only started 75% of the games, that's even more remarkable.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Gordon's got 6.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Reed, a screen on Gordon. Pass to Reed. Here's Noel. Shot clock at 6. Back to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small in his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Batum, pass to Powell. And the 3 off target. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
And here's Reed for the lead. The shot misses. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. The Clippers on top, up 2. And coming up as soon as we return from break. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Timeout called for Minnesota.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. And Minnesota calls time here. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He encouraged them to get out in transition. He said, quote, that team can be tough to score on when they set up in the half court. Let's push the ball at every opportunity. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. And so in the game for Los Angeles, the two-way threats is George and Leonard of the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the 1.
Textbook up fake there. Towns does a great job imitating his usual shot motion. Earns himself a trip to the line.
And he's good on the second. The Clippers in the lead. Now here's Westbrook. And the layup is good off the glass.
One thing you can count on with Westbrook, he is always in attack mode. That's 24/7.
Pass to Towns. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
For 3, George. It doesn't go for him. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Outside Conley to the left wing. Towns double team. Pass to Prince. Oh, they get a hand on it. Here's Edwards. Shoots over George. That one a little long. Los Angeles shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Here's Leonard. That shot is off. Good work defensively by Towns. The Timberwolves trail. About a minute and a half into the 4th now. Back to Edwards. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Conley finds Towns. Back to Conley. Here's Gobert. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got his 4th assist in this one. For Los Angeles, they've got just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Outside Covington. Leonard outside. And stolen by Edwards. Pass to Prince. Out to the right wing. 5 on the clock. Here's Towns. Arms length from the hoop. He knocks it down. And now a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Westbrook, the pass to Covington. Here's George. Shot to end the cold streak. He can't get that one to fall.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Pass to Gobert. Now here's Conley. Here's Towns. Covered by Covington. Towns down low. Working on Covington. And Towns slams it home.
Man, how about the cool, calm collectedness of Towns? Helps him come through when the game gets snug.
They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Pass to George. Back to Covington. Now Westbrook. And Westbrook slams it home.
No quit, no dying in Westbrook. He's coming until the horn says 0.
And Minnesota calls time here. They lead by 3. Minute 32 left in the fourth quarter. For the Clippers, Bobslay comes in for Covington, and it's Highland in for Westbrook. Minute 32 left to play in the fourth. Left side Conley. Pass to Towns. And here's Edwards. Back to Towns. Takes a 3. Offensive rebound. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Huge bucket from Gobert, answering the call when his team needs it.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Here's Prince, right wing. Pass to Edwards, and it's stolen by Bobslay. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. For 3, George. The rebound by the Timberwolves. They've led by as many as 11. Outside Conley. Towns with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. On target from range. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And the basket by Highland.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. Jacks up a 3. That shot missing. And so it's Minnesota with the W. Boy, a hard-fought game.